Welcome back to the Unlucky Enterprise on Verdante. Today, the plan is to start converting this former slime biome into a industrial brick. I don't know if this is going to be my permanent spot for it, however, it's close to my base. If I put a bunch of insulated tiles around it, it should stay fairly cool. It shouldn't heat my base up more than I want it to. So to build this, what I am going to need is I'm going to, number one, build a metal refinery. At least one. Probably it will be more than one as time goes on. I'll have a polymer press for making plastic, a kiln for making lime and, refined carbon, rather, and a few other things. And I'll probably put a couple rock crushers so that I can make lime in here. I'll also be putting an oil refinery in here, but I'll make sure that it is in a sealed chamber, kind of like it is right here, with a liquid lock and everything. I will also be setting up some permanent generators. I'll have some natural gas generators, probably put some coal generators in there just as a backup in case something goes wrong, and I'll eventually start working on petroleum generations as well. I have right beside this area where I'm planning to make my industrial brick a lot of heat, which I can probably use for making a petroleum boiler. So I'll have a lot of petroleum, so petroleum generation is probably in the cards very quickly here. To cool off the metal refinery, I will be needing to make also a steam turbine and probably cool it off with a thermal aqua tuner. So all of that stuff together will make a whole lot of, well, all of that stuff together will kind of make this industrial brick. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to seal off this area here so that I don't add this water over here. The plan is to make a big kind of box out of insulated tiles around here. Oops, we'll go there. Yeah, like that. I'll cancel all this. And once that is done, this area here, I will build this up there. I'll keep going along here. I'm going to have to raise this floor just a tad. Apparently I made a mistake, a slight miscalculation when I was doing my initial breaking through of the slime biome here. This will be a good place for everything. I will build this out like this. To there. And dig all this out, because I won't want it anymore. We'll have that dug out all the way to there. This is going to be my area for my industrial brick. Now, either here, either in this area here, or in this area there, I'm probably going to set up a liquid lock so that my duplicates can get in and out of here without kind of increasing the heat anywhere. I'm also thinking, I don't have a lot of, well, starting to get some oxygen in here even. So I was kind of thinking that what I'll do is I'll probably set up a permanent set of Atmosuit docks in this area, and then have everything kind of below this line here be all just for in order for you to get here, you have to use Atmosuits to get over here. Kind of half thinking I might do that. I'm not sure though that that is my final plan. We will figure this out eventually here. For now, the plan is to get some of this work done. I'll continue to finish up this box. I do need to be a little careful over here, because if I go too close over here, I will put, yeah, I don't want to go even that far. I want to probably go there, take this, zip it up there, just to avoid any of that extreme heated abyssalite that will cause a whole bunch of steam in here, which I could do a hot steam room for my industrial brick, but I haven't done it before, and I'm not exactly sure how to set that up in a way that makes sense and works well. So this is going to be my little area for my industrial area. I have also, because I also have the mod to break down all of the stuff in here, I'm going to also break that down as well, because this is kind of in my way. And while it is kind of exploiting everything, but well, I don't even know if it's even an exploit. I just I just need the space and I'm going to use it, so I will dig it up once I have sent a duplicate in here to submit a bioscan. I'll start to digging that whole thing out. Yeah, so that is the plan for today. So I'll go ahead and get started. I'll run it for a little bit here, and I will come back with an update probably in about 5 cycles or so. So I have got this well on its way to go in, to be ready. One of the things that I've also noticed is that I'm starting to get some cooked fish. So for the moment, I'm going to change my consumables. I'm going to have it so that my duplicates cannot actually eat cooked fish. I want them to hold off for the moment because I'm going to save up a whole bunch of it. I'm going to be cooking it up as it comes along. I've got currently how many? I've got 3 fry eggs, um, and 1 tropical fry egg. That's kind of what I've got at the moment. I've got what 1, 2. I've got only 2 paku at the moment. I should have one of them. I should have another one soon. I think one of them must have turned into meat. So we'll see how this goes here. Once that kind of clears up, yeah, pretty soon I should have a whole bunch of paku that I'm starting to harvest. So I've apparently gone through most of the water that is here. Still seems to be a little bit over here. I don't have a lot of water up here, so I'm thinking. So I built a not thinking, but I built a liquid pump here, piping it into my um, oxidizer area. So that will be going into there. That'll be this water that is here will be providing me with my water for the next little while here. Uh-oh, what's happening here? I apparently have gotten some natural gas into my mini oil biome. Why that has happened, I am not exactly sure. So I'm gonna get this going again. I guess I'm gonna have to pump this all out yet again. Wonder if it came out through here. There's not a lot of natural gas in here. I'm not sure how it would have leaked from here into there. This is a vacuum, and yeah, I'm not sure where that came from. Do I have a vent somewheres that it could be going out of? No, doesn't look like it. This is going out there, that's going into there. I'm not sure where that would have come from. Oh, maybe, oh, yeah, I think I know what happened. This guy here pumped all of the gas from here into there. I was wanting to put it into there. Alright, well, not a big deal. Just pump it out again, put it into this reservoir, which I'm going to be making in a second here, and that should be sufficient. Maybe I'll just keep building them this way now that I've got some area there. Now that this is separated, I can just keep building some gas reservoirs going this direction to house my natural gas, which will be powering my industrial base for the next little while here. Alright, well, I hate when that sort of thing happens. Okay, so I finally finished building the kind of area that I'm planning to put my industrial complex into. I had a bit of a problem. One of my duplicates got stuck and then peed all over this polluted water in here. So now I've got food poisoning in this polluted water here, and I'm gonna have to. Or I don't know that I necessarily have to deal with it, but I probably should try to deal with it at least. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a water reservoir or liquid reservoir. Maybe put a couple of them here. 1, 2, 3 of them. Have the water go through here like this. Put a bunch of bleach stone into here. Have this going through like that. And once I have some bleach stone in there, it should force all of this polluted water to get cleaned up. I'll put in a gas pump as well, so that I can deal with the everything that is in here. I'm going to put maybe a gas filter here as well, just for the moment, so we can get rid of anything that is not going to be chlorine. What will happen is the following. I'm going to take and put gas vent there. Going to keep all of the chlorine. Nope, did not want to do it that way. This will go here like this. Gas vent there. This gas vent, this pump here, I want you to go like that through there. We will take and cut that there like that. And that will be my little kind of solution to dealing with the germs. Now, interesting thing about germs in this game, they die from chlorine, which is probably not unexpected. The thing about it is, though, that they can be in a container such as this liquid reservoir, and while they're in a liquid reservoir such as this, any germs that are in these liquid reservoirs, even if this area here has chlorine in it, they will, even though they're in the liquid reservoir and they're not actually touching the chlorine themselves, they will actually get disinfected by it, even though the water is not actually touching the chlorine. So, kind of a useful thing to do. I'm going to set this to a 9. I'm going to get some bleach stone in here. Let's see, consumable ore, bleach stone. I'm going to put bleach stone in here, wall it up. I'm going to set this gas filter to keep the chlorine inside, and it will pump out all of the, well, anything that is not chlorine. So if you see here, I have this here. This is my gas filter. It will keep the chlorine in here through there. Anything else will go through there eventually. So I have this all set up. And I think my bleach stone is probably in here somewhere. Yes, so let's take consumable ore out. Bleach stone. I'm going to set all these to, let's see, copy settings. Is that the one? Bleach stone. 2.8 copy settings, like that. I'm going to take and consumable ore. They will not put bleach stone there. They will put bleach stone in here, at least for the moment. And I'm going to put this on a, let's see here. I'm going to put a sweep command. We'll take consumable ore, bleach stone, take that, put it on a priority of 9. Oops, no, didn't want to do that. I want these on 8 so that they don't put them in there. Perfect. Hopefully I will get some bleach stone in here soon. This will put bleach stone in the area. The bleach stone will off gas, creating a pocket of bleach in this area. Do I have any wires going into there? So there should be power going into there. Unfortunately, I don't have any going into there, and I have no coal. Eek! I will need to get some more coal, which means I need to dig some from here. Let's just put that on a priority of 9. Need that pretty quick. Once that is all dug up, I will have more coal, and yeah, this should get powered. That's always unfortunate when that happens. Yeah. Thankfully, the contents of this water is just polluted water. The germs have not gotten any further than about here, but they will start traveling that way. This will just provide a nice little area for decontamination. Yeah, so that's kind of how you can decontaminate here in this, well, in any base here. As you'll notice, there's slowly going to be more and more chlorine in here. Once that's all kind of removed, or once anything that's not chlorine is removed, you will see the germs. Oh, already you see the germs are just getting destroyed, getting stuck in here right now. So they will eventually, oh, and you can see it is all gone. Now, we will see that there is still um, some liquid in here. And none of, or sorry, none of this liquid has any pollution, or sorry, germs yet. So we'll leave it as is. Um, as I've got the extra space here, I thought, you know what, I am going to expand my water area here. So I will deconstruct all this over here and continue constructing this along there so that everything here turns into just this one big tank. Since I'm kind of have this walled off as the beginning of my industrial air complex, I'm going to put, I'm gonna just open that up. Might as well use that whole space for this little water area that I have here. That little cleaned up water area I have. So yeah, so things are coming along quite nicely. Now, I'm going to do a couple things to get my to get this all set up. I'm going to, I think, first thing, wall that off there like that, and then I am going to start figuring out how I want to get my how I want to build the entrance into my industrial complex. I'm thinking that this section here is probably going to be devoted to my power generation, something along there. This section here is going to be devoted to my resource creation. So we'll see how this goes. Um, probably maybe split it here. Have this as the have this as my. Do I need that much power generation? Probably not. However, never hurts to have a lot. So, well, maybe I don't know. I'll something along here, probably about there-ish. This will be for kind of resource creation. All right, give me a couple minutes. This industrial base is taking a bit longer than I expected. One of the problems that I'm finding that I'm running into is that I'm running out of coal. The other issue, so in order to combat that, I've decided to make some natural gas generators. I'll explain that in a moment, but this is an interesting problem that I created for myself inadvertently. So, I set up a gas pump here to try to pull some of the carbon dioxide out of here, put it into this oil biome so that it is in here rather than in here. I don't really need to do that. However, I thought it would be nice to remove some of it to kind of speed up the reduction of the slime lung in this area. Little did I know that when I hooked it up into this section here instead of right here. So what I was hoping to happen is that this gas would come in through here, go down into there, and in this way, where it would be filtered with the gas filter through natural gas, go into here and fill these up with natural gas, and fill this area, which has very little atmosphere right now, very little air, fill it with carbon dioxide. Unfortunately, I connected it to the wrong pipe, and I filled up these two gas reservoirs with carbon dioxide instead of natural gas, which is what I wanted to do. So I have two full. What I've decided to do is cut off the connection from to these two um, gas reservoirs. I'm going to have any gas exit from here, jump across this line here into this filter, which is filtering natural gas back inside, and I'm going to filter the carbon dioxide into the biomes to add a little bit of pressure in here because I'm finding that my smart batteries and other things are overheating due to the lack of any sort of air in this area. Also, just because I know this will be a problem, I'll need to go like this to put tile floors, otherwise that's going to cause some problems there. So, first problem will get solved. I've gone ahead and actually fixed the gas line here so that it will go into here and filter. While I am filtering the gases from here, I've decided to set up the natural gas generators to power my entire base because, as you can see, I have no more coal and it's just not replenishing as quickly as I would like it to. So I've decided to make 3 natural gas generators to start. This will power my entire base for now, I think. Now, the problem that is going to happen is that each of these is producing um, 800 watts of power. That is a total of, what is it, 2400 watts of power, which will overload the conductive wires. It will overload also any wires that I have. So I am, so I'm actually going to be starting to do my heavy watt wire. So I've got a bunch of heavy watt wire. This will handle up to, what is it, 20 kilowatts of power. I've got it going up here, all the way up into this part of my base. I've got a bunch of power transformers which are going to limit all of the power coming out of them to 1000 watts. So that'll keep them from overheating. Oh, sorry, from overloading. I think I'm also going to have these going over to have a bunch of heavy watt joint plates coming from the top here and go over and create some heavy watt, create some power transformers in this corner here to power things along that way as well. So I'm going to have a bit of a messy power system, but I think it should end up working all right in the end. So let's take a look at how that's going to go. I'm also going to um, start getting my refinement going because I'm well overdue to having that done. Oh yeah, one other thing. I have um, atmosphere docks here. My plan is to brick this up so that my duplicants can't go through here. So they have to go in through this way if they're going to go down into this area of my base. So this is going to be required atmosuit usage for getting in and around here. I think that's the plan. Also, we're going to maybe put a some sort of a liquid lock here to kind of keep these two areas separated. Don't know that I need to. However, I think it will end up being nice in the end. For these liquid locks, what I did is I built 2 up, one over, left a blank there, and I filled this with oil. As you can see, these are empty. I've got an empty spot there. I put my put a bunch of bottle emptiers into there. I can maybe I might decide to brick those back in just so that it looks a little bit nicer, and maybe go with insulated tiles because I think that'll look better than just having a bunch of random gray tiles underneath. Let's do that. And there. Alright, so this is kind of the plan. I've also got a ladder going down all the way just because it gives the duplicates a little bit of a space to go through here. Alright, yeah. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I need to get some gas. Come on. Some natural gas into my natural gas generators. So let's get that done now. Once that's done, I will begin to have my base set up here. Like that. Yeah. Alright, and we'll cancel that. Perfect. Alright, so let that run for a little bit, see how everything turns out, and yeah, always some sort of a little thing that I seem to mess up initially. Alright. Alright, so I've got a fair bit of the main heavy wires put in here. I put them down, I'm kind of thinking because I can't put them through walls below, and I want them maybe above. I've got 2 polymer presses here that I was going to put the wire going through here, but the problem is that these run so hot. What you want to do is you want to put a little bit of water right beside them so that they actually don't overheat. That is going to be a problem with these polymer presses. This is going to be my plastics that I'm going to be needing. So yeah, once that is done, I will have my I will have plastics, and will be able to make a steam turbine, be able to start cooling some stuff down. Now, how do I want to do? My polymer press is running. I've got a bit of water in here. Don't need a ton, just enough to keep them wet, because they are going to overheat if I don't do that. So that is working well there. I have my carbon dioxide going into this area here. I think what I want to do is I want to put my carbon dioxide into this oil biome. Why is this not moving? There should be some movement of gases here somewheres. I can't figure out why I do not have any movement of gases in my oil biome. So give me a second to figure this. Okay, I figured out what the problem was. There's just too many gases trying to get in to this small space. So I deconstructed a couple of pipes full of carbon dioxide. That appears to have fixed it. I've got some decent flow coming now. I think if I try to hook everything up, it should start working again. Everything should handle itself now. Yeah, that looks to be doing much, much better. I'll let this run for a little bit. Once this carbon dioxide goes all the way down to nothing, then I will deconstruct this line here that's going into there. Well, what's going on? Did I lose power? Why did I lose power? Why do I keep losing power? Did I run out of natural gas? No. What's going on? Why is there no power? Why is there no power? You're sending a red signal? Pipe blocked. Where? Oh, right. Okay, so the exhaust pipe is blocked from my natural gas generators, which is not a good thing. Okay, so this is a bit of a pickle. Well, let's see. Guess I need to deconstruct a few more pipes. This is incredibly complicated. Let's deconstruct these two pipes. Once I deconstruct them, that should allow the generator to start running again. Once I re-enable them. Ugh. All these exhausts and everything. I can't believe I'm having so much trouble today with just getting everything to run in a way that kind of makes sense and works. Alright. Is this gonna start running? There we go. The exhaust from the generators is starting to run again. Everything's got to flow. Wow. This has been an interesting run through here. So it has taken an awful lot longer than expected to get everything set up. Currently at the process where I'm trying to get my steam turbine going here. I think this power transformer is going to get moved somewhere else. I don't like it there because I think I'm going to put my at this point in time, my industrial base is pretty much ready to start getting built. It's taken a long time just to get it all set up the way I want it to, and even then, I don't know that I like how I have it set up currently. So I've got to think about exactly how I'm going to get it done. Yeah, did a lot of things today. Mostly it was fixing up little mistakes I've made along the way. I somehow ended up with 7.3 tons of coal. Did a bit of digging on here. I think that might have given me a whole bunch more coal, so I'm plenty good for coal for a while. I'm running out of natural gas. That did not take long. It's providing me with a little bit of water there, polluted water, which I am starting to run out of, so I'm going to have to find another water source next game, unfortunately. But it looks like there is a bunch up here, in there, I'll find something. I'll be able to use something. Anyways, I'll leave the video there. Figure out how exactly I want this industrial area to look. I decided to bring this up by 2 so I could fit a steam turbine in here with an aquatuner. Gotta figure out how exactly I'm going to set this up. Alright, well, hope you've enjoyed it, and we will see you soon.